Honorable Mr. Ravi Gupta, I think the force behind this whole show, the series of show, and all the delegates and my colleagues who have come from all over the country. First of all, a very, very hearty welcome to all of you. I hope and that you had a comfortable journey and you all are comfortable over here. On behalf of Government of Rajasthan and the eGov magazine, I welcome all of you to this 3-day event. Today is the first day, and we have already distributed the whole program to you. We are going to have a few sessions today, but the core programs are going to be held tomorrow and day after. And the way we have designed it is that there is mix of leisure and work, and so mornings are we start a little late in the mornings and we try to finish early so that it gives you a little time to relax and unwind and network. I think this is a beautiful setting and a beautiful city, and you are all going to not only enjoy the city, we are also having a lot of delegates from all sectors, private sector, from the public sector, from various walks of life, even in the government sector, from people. There are people from education, there are people from health, from urban development, from the industrial divisions. There are people from the police, there are people from the army. And similarly, even from the private sector, we are having people from various, in various segments of the IT segment, whether it is storage, whether it is security systems, whether it is networking equipment, and so on and so forth. So this is a very beautiful, this is a very ideal opportunity, I think, for all of us to sit down over here and try to see what can be done in the IT sector, and especially in the e-governance sector, as to how we can really improve governance, because that is a key. Today, the country is, in the middle of kind of a catharsis, where we are having the civil society and people and the public, they are demanding more and more from the government. And the government is trying on its part, its level best, to come up to the expectations of the people. Despite that, there is a lot of dissatisfaction, because the expectations, the demand and the expectations, are much above what we are able to provide. And so in such a situation, as you all of us know, IT is, a very big enabler. It provides us the tools to kind of match to some extent and to meet the expectations of the public. And so when we are all sitting over here, not only as people from, because all of us have roles over here that we are performing, and that is, maybe, if you are from the private sector, to maximize your profits, and if we are from the government, to deliver certain goods and services to the public. But ultimately, I think we all also are citizens, and we got to keep, the citizens' interest in mind. Even if it is not for citizens, then for ourselves, for our own selves, because we also are citizens, and we also do derive those benefits from, whatever improvements happen through such initiatives that the government is taking, trying to involve IT. And so, as I said, this is a very nice forum. This is a very nice opportunity for all of us over here, already, people have started arriving. We can see, and tomorrow and day after, there are more people who are going to come up. We got a lot of very interesting people from different walks of life, as I said. And so, and it's all about, ideas. So that reminds me that the power, of ideas. So because an idea can create, or it can make wonders. It can change the total way, things happen. And so even though and so this is a very unique setting. You are out and gives you time to really think. And Government of Rajasthan and we in the IT department also, give a lot of emphasis to networking, to thinking, to generation of innovation and innovative ideas. So this is a good place for us to sit over here, because if an organization, you see, is not, and you people also in the private sector, all of you are putting a lot of emphasis on ideas, on research, on development, on getting patents on your own name and for intellectual property. And so for any organization to grow, this is very, very important. Reminds me, of an incident which I would like to share with you. What happened is that in the 30s, when Ford, they were going through this whole exercise of how to cut costs and everything, and Ford was a very methodical person. And so he invited, a consultant to go to his factory and, see and try to tell him ways and means of, because he would invite, anyone, and he was a very open person. And so he invited a consultant, and he went all around, for a few days, and he said he could not find anything. He came back and reported to Ford that, well, yours is a very efficiently run company, and I really don't have, much to suggest, except for one thing that I saw, that in one room, there were some 3 or 4 people, whole day I've observed them, for 3-4 days, and they just don't do anything, and they just, they just sit and they think or whatever, they don't seem to be doing anything. So Ford said, that is what they are actually there for. They are paid to sit there and think. So this is the stage, I think, now that you have come out from your own workplaces. This is the time for you to really think, for us to interact with each other, and to see how our organization can solve, some of the problems that the government today faces. So I welcome you once again to this forum. I'm very confident that you people are going to enjoy your stay here, and the interactions and the sessions that we have planned, all of them are very interesting. If you have any suggestions or anything, because this is really a very informal setting that we are trying to create over here, because that is what, although we have tried to put some structure, but it's an informal thing. And if you would like to if you have any suggestions or any ideas, please don't hesitate to tell me or to tell Ravi Gupta. Once again, a very, very hearty welcome to you. I hope all of you have a very wonderful stay here. Thank you.